to make the donuts. The donuts.
It isn't easy owning a Dunkin' Donuts.
Time to make the donuts.
Because unlike most supermarkets, we make up to 52 varieties fresh day and night. Of course, when you make donuts this good, there's a reward. People buy a lot of them.
Good morning, folks.
Look for Dunkin' Donuts money-saving coupon in your local newspaper.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Tmart Operations Dunkin' Donuts Training. And on today's episode, we will be going over the Schaerer espresso machine and how to properly clean it. So you're going to want to stay tuned, guys.
Cleaning. The materials you'll need include a blue rag, steam blonde tip cleaning brush, a stir spoon, 1-inch plating brush, coffee pure tabs, all-purpose cleaner, a large steaming pitcher, steam wand cleaner, and a Volrath pitcher. Begin by adding 24 ounces of cold water to a Volrath pitcher. Add 1 ounce of the steam wand cleaner to the cold water and stir. Transfer into the large steaming pitcher and set aside to use for the steam wand later. Disassemble the steam wand by loosening handle and turn the steam wand clockwise and remove from the metal steam line. Soak in the large steaming pitcher solution for 10 minutes. This will get all of the milk buildup off the wand. To run the cleaning cycle on the espresso machine, press the button in the lower left corner and hit cleaning. Remove the ground container and empty into a garbage can. Put back into the machine. We will clean the inside after the cycle is complete. Insert the approved cleaning tablet into the top of the machine, close the lid, and press OK. The cleaning cycle will take about 5 minutes to do. After allowing the steam wand to soak for 10 minutes, we can reassemble. Make sure to clean the steam line properly before putting the wand back on. It's easiest to use a nylon scrub pad to get the buildup off. When tightening the steam wand back into place, make sure it is only hand tightened. No tools are needed to reassemble as it will ruin the wand. Dump the solution from the large steaming pitcher into the espresso drip tray. Rinse the steaming pitcher with water and dump down the tray again. Using an approved steam wand hand brush, clean the elephant foot of the steam wand, making sure all the milk buildup is removed. Fill large steaming pitcher with cold water and place under steam wand. Press the purge button to allow excess buildup to come off. Press latte steam button and wait 2 seconds before pressing again. This ensures the steam wand is properly cleaned and rinsed. Discard the water down the drip tray. To clean the rest of the machine, remove the ground compartment and remove the metal shield by lifting up and pulling out. Do not pull from the bottom as it will bend the metal pieces. Clean the metal shield with an all-purpose cleaner and set aside. Using approved 1-inch brush, clean the espresso chute. Be careful when lifting the chute piece as it can easily break off. Ensure all espresso buildup is removed from the area as it can cause a blockage and give poor espresso quality. Wipe out the base area with brush, always pulling from back of machine forward. It may be helpful to use the metal shield to catch grinds to discard into garbage, as you do not want these grinds going down the drain as it will block the drain line later. Gather metal spoon, steaming pitcher, Volrath pitcher, ground container, and metal plate. Wash, rinse, sanitize, and air dry. While waiting for the parts to dry, wipe down machine with all-purpose cleaner. It may be helpful to clean the drip tray with magic eraser and approved stiff bristle brush to clean the drain hole. Once all cleaned and dried, place the metal shelf back onto machine and return the ground container and metal plate to the machine. Problems that may arise with improper cleaning include water flow or filter error, no steam or lack of foam, broken pieces, dirty machine, chute clogged, grounds buildup, or brewer timeout.
Thank you guys for getting through that intro to cleaning section there. Now I'm going to kind of go over a few things with you guys that myself as a technician comes across quite often, and same with the other technicians for Tmart operations as well. So I think we're going to take a trip down to the Dell store and we'll take a look at their machines and we will show you some of the problems that we come across often. So stay tuned. So we are on location here, and one of the main things that we see quite often is inconsistent cleaning schedules. So I'm going to kind of run through this quick here. Today is the 9th, so it's been cleaned once today. It was cleaned once yesterday, and then the day before was also only one time. But then if you look on the 6th, it was cleaned 1, 2, 3 times. The 5th was cleaned twice. And then between the 5th and the 2nd, there was no cleanings. So being consistent with cleaning cycles, a minimum of 3 times a day on these espresso machines to make sure that, we're maximizing uptime and minimizing downtime. That is one of the number one issues you run into is lack of cleaning, which causes the machines to go down. Something else we come across quite often is the steam wands not being wiped down after a latte is made. That's something you got to really keep up on, is making sure the steam wand is wiped off after every time. Another common issue we come across is coffee grounds in this catch drip tray. So you got to make sure those get wiped out. There's a very tiny hole in here that can plug very, very easily. And when that does, a lot of times we'll get backups in the lines. And this hose is not easily accessed to pull this off of here. So keeping this area clean is definitely crucial to make sure you guys don't have any water leaks all over your counters. Something else we come across and something that causes issues down the line is moisture in the hoppers. One thing we recommend doing is removing the hopper. If you have to dump out the beans, dump out the beans. If there's moisture in here, we don't want that. So at least once a week, remove the hopper, wash it really good on the inside, and make sure you let it completely air dry out. You can't have any water, any moisture in the hopper. Otherwise, what will happen is the beans will actually compact down when they're grinded, and it will almost turn to concrete in the grinder, and then you will have issues with water flow errors and other errors as well. So making sure the hoppers are cleaned and dried at least once a week is crucial. Something we see often as well is quite a bit of grounds in the grounds container. Sometimes we do see it get so full that it actually spills up over the container, and then what happens is inside the machine you'll get exactly what it's doing in there, a huge buildup of grounds, and then the container doesn't fit in properly, and then what happens is the coffee grounds will actually meet up against the automat and will cause breakage of the piston and other issues as well. If you do come into a location where they have that issue where there are a bunch of grounds in the background, what we recommend doing is using the long 1-inch brush and pulling those out and making sure that you got this area in here spotless.
Nope, not today.
Oh, don't worry, he's recording everything too.
Off to another location to see what's going on inside. So we just came into another location, and as you can see here, there's a ton of moisture in this hopper. So this decaf side will definitely be having some problems, so we'll let the store know to clean this hopper out real well, and the one next to it probably should also, because there's quite a bit in here as well. So we'll let them know to take the hoppers off and clean them, but just want you guys to be aware that this is a problem. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like inside of the espresso machine. I should say what pretty much the part of the machine that does all the heavy lifting, which is known as the automat. We have one on the bench. We're going to show you how it works and how you can take some steps to clean that as well. So this is a used automat here. I don't believe there's anything wrong with this one, but this is the part that does all the heavy lifting. This is what actually makes the shots. Grounds come in here, goes through the chute, lands on top of this piston, and then the motor rotates this corkscrew, which in turn presses this piston up into that one, and that's what makes your puck. So having the machine clean, having this free of any debris or excess coffee grounds is key for this to work properly. It sits, just about this high off of the base plate inside, and if you get a bunch of buildup underneath it, it causes it to have a lot of issues. So it's key to make sure that you have this wiped off with the brush inside the machine. Ideally daily, you want to hit this with the brush and clean any excess grounds off, that sort of thing. Thank you guys for watching this latest episode. We will now move on to the in-depth hands-on training. So if you guys could, please like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Woo!